Welcome to RedTrack. In this brief overview, we'll show you the RedTrack interface and cover the core element of it. So, in RedTrack, we have traffic sources. That's where your clicks come from. We have networks and offers. That's where you send your clicks to get the conversions. We have landing page, where you have pre-qualified the clicks. We have campaigns, where you set everything up, including lenders, offers, traffic sources, networks, and add some filters on top. We also have domains, where you can set up your custom tracking domains. We have logs for clicks and conversions. And we have multiple tools to support your tracking. Conversion tracking, bot blacklist, fallback URL, filter presets, and API. We also have some service areas like your account settings and the help section. So let's begin with going to the traffic sources and seeing what you can add. In traffic sources, you can add new traffic source either from the list of preset templates with all the macros added, or you can add your own traffic source from scratch. Things to consider. First, you must give it a name. Then it might have a server postback URL, a pixel postback URL. Also, RedTrack allows impression tracking. So if you want to track impression and do any postbacks on this, that's where you add impression ID and impression cost macro. For the clicks, you add click ID here, that is coming from the traffic source. And if your traffic source pass any click costs, you add macro for it here. Also, if you want to collect additional details from your traffic sources, you can use up to 10 additional sub-IDs available for you. Next, networks. Networks is where you send your traffic to. It might be an affiliate network, an e-com site, or anything where you can record the conversion. For networks, we follow the similar pattern as with traffic sources. You can add one from the list of available templates with everything set up for your convenience, or you can add one from scratch. Adding network, it's important to consider that you have a title, the URL. You can also have a postback URL template, and note that you need to place macro for click ID and for payout, and then you can add additional macros for postback up to 10, and all these macros would add up and create your final postback URL that you can then copy and replace in your affiliate network, either from this interface or from your offer that will be related to this affiliate network. Let me show it works. So for example, for click ID, we will add macro click ID, and for some we will replace it with the macro payout. And here we can add another macro like creative ID. So as you see, working with these items changes our final postback URL that you can then copy and paste into your affiliate network. As for the next feature, it's whitelisted IPs. Sometimes you want to make sure you receive postbacks only from IPs you trust. So this feature is for you then. When you have added your affiliate network, you can switch to adding offers. And I'll show you just a sample of the offer we have already added. As you can see, we have offer name, we have a relevant affiliate network, we have offer payout that can be a default value unless you want, or you can use a payout macro. Then we have unique visits, that you can limit the number of people in campaign who will visit this offer. We have a conversion cap, like if you don't want to get more than 10 offers per day, you activate this cap as 10. Like this. We have the offer URL that you usually will get from your affiliate network, and we have a postback that we have already pre-generated when working on a template. So we have also country tag, which is optional, and we have other tags which are optional but might be useful to organize your offers. So this is it. We have added an offer, so let's move on, and we have landing pages. Landing pages is something where you can pre-qualify your traffic and send them to different offers based on multiple parameters. Basically, RedTrack allows you to have 3 decent options. Landing page that has one URL and has several offers in rotation, or maybe one offer. So one landing page, one or multiple links leading to one and the same offer. In this case, we use the parameter /click. However, you can also have a landing page where you have several links, each of them leading to a distinct offer. In this case, we would like to use parameter click/1/2/3. And please note that, again, like with many other RedTrack features, we have a separate video giving you more details about setting up landing pages. Okay, moving on. Custom domains. If you don't want your tracking URL to use a default RedTrack domain, you can set up your own domain. It can be a second-level domain or third-level domain. Please note that quite a lot of registrants do not support second-level domain redirects, so we advise to start with the third-level domains, like these ones in the example. When we edit the domain, we can have a couple of additional features. First, that's root domain URL. That's where we will take you if you will remove all the tracking parameters from your tracking URL. So you can either have it as default 404 page, or you can set up a URL for redirect. And, which is important, you can also enable HTTPS for a custom tracking domain. Please note that you need to have HTTPS certificate purchase in order to use this feature. So, last thing you need to consider before moving on to launching your first campaign is conversions. So you can get conversions into RedTrack two things, either server to server, like the one we already described in the networks when we were setting up affiliate network, or you can use pixel-based conversion, and we have provided you the pixel and additional explanation in page. Please note that if you want, you can apply and use your own custom domains for postbacks. It's important to consider that all steps in your funnel, from campaign to landing page to conversion tracking, should have the same tracking domain in order for all parts of the puzzle to function and data be collected. So, we have added network, offer, landing page. We have traffic source, we have set up our own domain, and we have a conversion up and running. So we can now proceed to setting up a campaign. Campaign is basically the way to generate a tracking URL and setting up the rules for the traffic distribution within this tracking URL. So first of all, start with new, and then it's important you give your campaign a name. You select a traffic source. You might want to do it using your custom tracking domain. You pick up the redirect type, either default 302 redirect or couple of redirects with hidden referer. If you have HTTPS domain, it will be switched to HTTPS automatically. And then set up a campaign cost model with a CPC, CPA, CPM, rev share, or you can opt to not track the cost of your clicks. And we'll cover these cost models later on. And then you set up your funnel. You add in landing pages, whether it's one or more, and you add offers. Again, please note that you can create multiple streams within one campaign for different scenarios. For example, you want to send mobile traffic to one stream, like Android and iOS, and you want to send desktop traffic to the other stream. And then we set up a filter that will exclude the mobile traffic. Same Android and iOS. So now your campaign is set up. You can click Save, and you'll get your campaign tracking URL that you can now insert into your traffic source and start running your campaigns. So this is it. This is the overview of RedTrack, and let us reiterate what we have here. You add up traffic sources. That's where the clicks are coming from. You add up affiliate networks and offers. That's where you send those clicks. You can also add landing page, but that is optional, where you pre-qualify the clicks before sending them any further to offers, maybe doing some A/B split test between different offers and one landing page, or vice versa. You can also have your custom tracking domain, and then you set up a campaign and start running traffic. As soon as you have some clicks, maybe unique clicks, some conversions, you can also analyze your data, go to reports, and then you just slice and dice this data according to different parameters that we have within the system to make sure you can optimize and get the higher ROI. So this is it. In June and May of this year, we added quite a few new features. So we'd like to give a brief rundown of most important things that changed in RedTrack over the last 2 months. So the biggest change is that RedTrack now supports impression tracking. What it means is that for each your campaign, you can just go in and get impression tracking URL that will be used to track impression and that you might want to leverage for your traffic sources. The additional benefit of impression tracking with RedTrack is that you can also post back impressions to other systems in case you want to report on the impressions you generated. So, to properly set up impression tracking, you need to go to traffic source, click edit, and then add 2 additional fields if you need to. That's impression ID, similar to click ID, a unique macro or that passes the impression ID the impression ID, and you can also add impression cost ID. This will be again the separate macro that passes the impression costs from your traffic source to RedTrack and allows you to record CPM cost of the campaigns real time. So when you edit these 2 macros, you go back to campaign, you go inside, you can go to any campaign, and just grab the impression tracking URL and paste into a traffic source. So that's it. RedTrack now has impression tracking. Feel free to use it and please share your feedback with us on whether you like this feature or not. We also added a new feature for the landing pages. And this means that we now have landing pages that allow you multiple offers from one landing page through multiple links. In a very template version, it looks like this. We have one landing page with 3 URLs leading to 3 different offers. So what benefit it gives to you? You can now run a campaign where you send all the traffic to landing page and you lead your clicks from this landing page to 3 different offers. Whether it's really 3 different offers or just 3 different checkout pages in your web store. To set it up, you need to follow this landing page link structure. In our template, it looks like this. So URL 1, URL 2, and URL 3. And when setting up a campaign, you just go inside and create one landing page and 3 offers, understanding that URL 1, this one, will lead to the first offer in your stream, URL 2 will lead to the second offer in your stream, and so on and so forth. Everything else functions pretty like your regular landing page. So this is our other new feature, landing page with multiple offers. And again, we're looking for feedback if you like this feature or not. Our next feature that we have added in June is additional postback options for your networks. In a nutshell, we now allow you to first receive additional sub-IDs with each of your postbacks, up to 10, to properly get extra information from your affiliate network. We can also allow you to receive postbacks only from whitelisted IPs. And actually, we now report the IPs that send you conversion back in the logs. What's even more important, we now allow you to set up the rules for what happens with conversions when they're sent for a duplicate click, meaning that your click ID generates your conversion and then receive the second conversion for the same click ID. By default, it will be create new conversion. So each time we receive a conversion event, we'll create a new conversion even if it comes for the same click ID. Now you can ignore duplicate postbacks. You can edit conversion with the new data. So the conversion will remain the same, but the data will be updated. Or you can keep original data and just increment the payout that you receive from the subsequent postbacks for the same click ID. Please note that we have an additional detailed video on postbacks. Check our YouTube channel for it. Now, another feature that we added in June, is campaign filters. As you can now see, we can edit filters one by one. And besides adding filters one by one, we have added way more filter options. You can now filter by device type, brand, model, connection type, etc. So a lot of new filters, including language. And what is more important, if you feel like we are missing a value by default, you can type your own and save it. It will be used like a filter parameter. Please be careful with those values, because if there is no such data, we'll have nowhere to send the traffic to and the click will be lost. Now, what we have also did is, in order to save it time, we have created filter presets like this one. So we have a preset filter which you can apply immediately with one click and reuse across all your campaigns. In order to create a filter preset, you go to Tools, Filter Presets, and you create a new filter preset. New preset, and for example, country United States and OS IS. I bet this is the most popular filter in our system. So we click Save, and we have now this preset that you can use across your campaigns. Here we go. Again, you can delete all your presets and create new ones. We are working to see how we can further improve your campaign management. If there is anything else we can add besides filter presets, and please note that we are working on the stream presets, please share feedback with us. We'll be happy to hear it. Now, what's left is a couple of small changes we added here and there, and the most important one being in custom domains. Besides the fact that you can add custom third or second level domains to RedTrack, you can also make sure that they are HTTPS compliant by adding your HTTPS certificates and run HTTPS tracking domains, which is very important starting in July. And you can also have your root domain URL. And root domain is something that happens when you, let me show you. So we have this custom tracking domain and root domain RedTrack.io. So what happens is that when you have a campaign with your custom domain and you cut and paste this URL into the browser, but remove all the tracking parameters and click enter, instead of getting nowhere, you'll get to the page that you specify in the domain settings. So in our case, it was RedTrack.io for the domain don't fix me. Here you go. So this is quite a fancy feature if you want to give some leverage and reputation to a domain. That's it. These are all our new features for June, and stay tuned as we're about to release more features in July. And have a great day. Bye.